Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Speaking to Spirit on Heart and Soul Connected. And my beautiful guest again is SunPsychicJean. And we just did a show on her channel on Friday, and it's like, wow, we're getting lots of airtime together, aren't we?
I know. But you come on my show once a month and I'm here twice, so it's bound to
Yep.
happen. But it's so
Yeah.
nice to hang out together. And a lot of people made some beautiful comments saying that they love when we're reading together. It's so natural. I mean, the very first time I was ever on YouTube ever was with you, Aley. And the very
Hmm.
first time I ever did a psychic reading or mediumship reading was with you, Aley. And, that is really, and that's how comfortable we are. And you taught me
Yeah.
everything I know. You taught me, the cadence and how to say hello to people and how to star. And you would say, "Hey, Jean, this is what we're doing now. And you kept egging me on, saying, "Are you going to start your channel? Are you going to start your channel?" And I was like, okay.
I know. Isn't it so funny that there are, like, for me, it was sort of organic. I started the channel and it was like the next step in my evolution of whatever I was doing. And it started really slowly and it worked out okay. But so I've seen so many people growing up through YouTube and bringing people on and encouraging them. But the best part is most people had no freaking idea they were ever going to do anything like this.
I know. I know.
So, and you're so good at it. I mean, and the best part is the ladies that you learned with, Terry Lee, Joan, and Terry Suzuki, and all of you have this symbiotic relationship, and you come together so many times a month and showcase all your talents in just one show. So what can I say? It's beautiful to see.
It
Really is.
is. It's
Yeah.
it's we're extremely fortunate and
Mm.
that
Yeah.
we all wanted to do this, that we all stuck with it and through thick and thin. I mean,
Yeah.
we've lost family members, we've been through, such tragedies and such triumphs with each of us and through it all, houses in Japan and everything, and and
Yes.
we still
Uh-huh.
we still manage to forage on, which is really important to all of us. And this is the
Yeah,
dedication that we all have, and how important it
it's
is
true.
that we feel not only for ourselves but for those listening as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
but yeah, it's
And
beautiful.
so many people in the chat, like Sherry, Voices from the Swamp, and Deb, H, Purple Elephant. And I mean, it goes on and on. Those people that, were, and they've moved into what they need to do. And then we get new people. So it's so wonderful. Thank you, Jean. I always had the confidence that you were going to do fine. And sometimes we need confidence also from the outside, just to kind of give us a little nudge and yeah. Anyway, you
It
never
is.
disappoint, Jean. Honestly,
It's
you don't.
so
You're
sweet, so
wonderful.
sweet.
Uh,
Hmm.
so that's not to be mistaken with the fact that we do the best we can with the energies we have at the time. And so I know there's been some scuttlebutt across the internet or YouTube that some readers have had to endure, and I'm sorry they've had to endure it, but it does come as part of the territory. Unfortunately, people looking at something and believing it to be gospel truth no matter what. And, we are only human people. God's the only one that really knows. So, for entertainment purposes only, thank you.
Yep, it's guidance. It's
It's
guidance,
guidance.
and yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep. And inside, your own intuition's the more important one. So, I want to say hello to Suzanne Grigsby and the lovely Linda Kennedy, who Jean has met. And I love that.
Couple
Annie,
times.
yeah, a couple times. Annie Bear is here. Samantha, Christine Fryer, Emmy J, Cactus Smithy. Ooh, I love that. Okay. Elena Garcia, Samantha. Let's see. Nora is here. Jill Sinanan, Miss Charlotte, and who else is here? Oh, okay. We'll read you today, Suzanne. Yep. Um, let's see. Abraham Hicks says, what does truth have to do with anything? That's a good one, Miss Charlotte. It's kind of like, what's love got to do with it? Oh, all right. What's this one? It's a miracle when we release the lower frequencies and get a whole new upgrade from the inside. Amen, sister. That's beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. Hi, Polly. It's good to see you as well. So, yeah, go ahead and put your questions in. Jean and I will try to get to you. If we have any new people in the chat that we have never read for or that we don't recognize that we've read for, we're going to put you ahead, but we'll try to get as many read as we can. If you're doing have a mediumship question, give us the first name of the person and their relationship to you, which could just be a co-worker or a friend. Do you have something to put up there, Jean?
Well, while we're waiting for those to put their questions in caps, I just wanted to share with everybody this this chart from David Hawkins, and
Yes.
it's about our emotions. And I was on with Scott Scorpio yesterday, and I was the message came through for one of his viewers to make sure that they stay at this level and then move up. Try not to go past, we all have, surprises or, let's say there's a storm and we have fear or whatever. That's normal, but they want us to try and stay right in this area here. And I was showing them that shame and guilt are the lowest on the scale of emotions. And you would think that anger or fear would be the lowest, but it's not. It's shame and guilt, which we are entirely, we have the ability to make a change. I don't know if you can't see my little cursor there, but also that you would think that love is one of the highest vibrational emotions, but it's not. It's actually joy and peace, and then enlightenment. So joy is within our ability as well. This is and I put it up there for Scott, and he's like, "Where did you find that? I want to learn everything about it." So
he's got a lot of books. Yeah, he's got an awful lot of books. Yeah, he does. So I have read his books, and I also have a reader that comes on every other week, and she's coming on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific, and she does emotional clearing, and she does what is the word I want to say? What David Hawkins purports. She does the vibrations, vibrational readings, and she's wonderful, and she has read for most of us here, and she's got us at least at 500 and working higher in this community, and she's offered us a few examples of some of the people that are, let's just say, in our culture, and some of them are down in that 150 200 level. And he's got a lot of books. The first one you should read is Power versus Force. That's the first one that Hawkins wrote. Yeah. Have you read that one, Jean?
No, but I actually found that on he has free books on the internet. It's free downloads.
Good.
And
he's gone now, and he's got his own society that no, he's wonderful. He found him in 2004, and he's got this one. This is a brand new one that I just got, The Path to Spiritual Advancement, How to Transcend the Ego and Experience the Presence of God. So he's got like 9 or 10. So, and he's probably got tapes on YouTube. So I'm just going to pass that along, Dr. David. Yeah. No, he's my hero. So, good. Okay. So you've got.
Yeah, I popped it up there. It's Internet Archive, and it's free books. David R. Hawkins books, free download. And it's internet. It's the first one. If you put David R. Hawkins free books in the search, it'll be the first one to pop up. But so Scott says, where you got that chart, Jean, can you tell me, is there a book that goes with it? I want to learn more about it. So that's how
Yeah.
I looked it up. And I found that
Oh,
it was free. And then I also found the Power versus Force. So I sent to Scott,
good.
and you can check with him, that Aley highly recommends this one. It's all,
Absolutely.
it all
Yeah.
comes around in a full circle, you know?
Yep, it does. He was just so awesome when I first started learning about it. And my Pam, who's the lady that does the readings on Monday, she does it with her finger. She can do it with her finger. She can say, and she can also see blockages and get rid of the. She's just incredible. She's a very lovely
Wow.
lady. But yeah,
Wow.
but I was always so glad to when she said she knew who he was. So the fact that you now know, it's the new paradigm. Everybody's learning about David Hawkins, and he's wonderful. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. How did you find him for Scott's show? Because
Because I knew about
oh, you
the
did.
chart
Okay.
and followed
Okay.
it, and I learned from it and
Yeah.
visited from time to time. And when I was
Okay.
trying to relay the message from this person's spirit guides, that's what kept popping into my
Okay.
mind. So when
Okay.
Scott was doing his cards, I was on the internet trying to find a picture of it so that I could articulate what I was
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
explain.
Yeah.
And so yeah, but it's
That's
a beautiful story.
wonderful.
Mhm.
That makes me very happy. That's good. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, he's gone, but much like Dolores Cannon's people, his people are bringing, lectures and other things into even smaller books. I have a book that is actually I read once a day, and it's quotes by him, uh, and I ruminate on what the quote is saying. So wonderful. All right, so I've got some questions coming up here. Hang on.
Oh, good.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
Mhm.
So hi to Anya's here and Amanda Carrion here and Valerie S. Yes, it's muscle testing was the word I was trying to think of. Thank you. Mary Hernandez Walker is here also. All right, so let's go ahead.
She does
Oh,
muscle testing with her fingers and can tell you, wow, that's
yeah.
amazing.
She's very, very
Wow.
good, and a lot of people in the chat have had some clearings done from her as well. She she was so funny. A couple of weeks ago, if you see her face, she's a beautiful woman with blonde hair, and she told us that she was 80 years old, and
No.
she looks like she's in her 60s. She's gorgeous.
Wow.
She's just gorgeous,
Wow.
and just a lovely lady. So she'll be on tomorrow, everybody, if you're interested again. But I had to do it early because I got to take Keith to the doctor. So Suzanne, will you move into your own place in September? All right.
Hi,
Did you
Suzanne.
did you get
Nice to
secured, Suzanne, with your friend? Are you going to stay with her for a while?
I'm getting a yes, and it seems to be slow coming, so it may be towards the end of the month, which is unusual because you usually move in at the beginning of the month. But you may not hear right away. Something is slow in the beginning because it really just stood there and then it started moving. I kept saying September 2024, September 2024. Will Suzanne be in her own place in September of 2024? And it's sort of like it like vibrates a little bit and then it goes into the swing. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, that is a good sign. Yes, Davy, you can. I'll put you on the list. Jill Sinanan said age reversing seems to be a new thing, video on YouTube. A lot of it is right here. Don't you
Mm-hmm.
think so? Yeah.
I do.
Uh-huh. All right. Let me turn that part off.
And there's emotional maturity as well, has nothing to do with age.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's true. Hi, Wiki. Hi, Dolores. It's nice to see you. Well, welcome back. Sorry, I'm trying to do, as Jean knows, 4 things at once. Okay, Suzanne, will you be moving into your new place? Okay. So here's what I get. It's not a direct message, but I think it is. It says perseverance. I think you will be rewarded for your perseverance, not perseverance, for your perseverance. And they're saying to me, don't just grab the first thing that comes. Really think about it, because you're going to be living there. You want to be happy there. I know you don't want to be fussy either, but let's just say that there is a transformation that you are going through and that you will need to go through in order to get to that point. All right. And they're saying, make sure you pray. And I'm going to say it doesn't have to be a prayer as much as an affirmation. I am living in my perfect environment now. My home, my perfect home is manifesting for me now. Something like that. It always helps. Yeah. Cryon says, time stops when you channel, hence not getting older when aligned. Oh, all right. Well, you guys, you're awesome. Oh, good, honey. You're with Jennifer, but a new one in her building is coming. Oh, well, there you go. That would be perfect for you, Suzanne, if you wanted it. Yes. Well, we're going to put it out there for you that best outcome for you. All right. We have Miss Charlotte. I think my boss wants to make me a manager. What do my guides say? I think your dog is telling you, watch out.
Well, let me just, I had a first hit, but let me just see.
Yeah.
So, Miss Charlotte, I feel as though, I feel the first hit was that your manager will make you a manager, but your boss will make you a manager, but he may regret it, or they may regret it, in the sense that they want you to be like the bag top, or the strong man, or the heavy, and get people to move and crack the whip, when really you're going to say, I'm the manager, we're having pizza afternoon today, and your boss is going to be like, wait a minute, what? And you're like, yeah, I think morale is more important, and more people will want to work if they have fun. And you are going to be the best manager, and you just want to make sure everybody is in their best mood. Everybody is really having, everybody's needs are being met, and the productivity will be increased. You won't be the heavy. You won't be saying, oh, it's 5 after. Why are you walking in at 5 after? Like, your boss may want you to do that, but that is not who you are. And I think that, I think it's going to go really well.
All right. So I get what you value is safe. I get I get more money coming in. So I would say I would negotiate. If you want you to be the manager, you're valuable, hence. And that you might be right, Jean, because I'm getting that you might have to have your shields up in some regard, because they might want you to be the heavy, and you may or may not be comfortable with that particular way of doing things, just as Jean said. But look, I get it's a long-term commitment. So I think if that's what you want, Miss Charlotte, and make sure you negotiate and get what you want from this job. If it's what you want, then yes, you should. Yeah, absolutely. You won't be doing that for 2%. I know who I'll be managing. Oh, it's only a 2% raise. Yeah. That's what's that, like $1.85? I don't know. I'm being silly, but okay. Yeah. All righty. Well, it's your choice, honey. It's gonna be, that anyway. I know you do. All right. So remember, I'm taking questions from people that, first of all, I want to say hello to Dolores. We've missed having you around, and thank you for coming in, dear. Thank you so much.
Hi,
All right.
Dolores.
Yeah. So I'm going to pick Peggy McCullough right first, who is her recently departed brother. His name is Michael. And so let's see what we can find out for you. Hi, Kelly.
The first thing I heard and felt is tell her I'm okay. Tell her everything's okay. And it's devastating to you right now, Peggy, and you're still going through the shock, and you're still going through almost like you're not sure what happened. Things happened really fast, and that things are not even settled yet. Like it's still very new, and he wants you to know that that he's okay now. I'm not even. I feel like the services were even not too long ago, and you nobody was expecting it. I mean, on one hand, we all know that we're not going to be here forever. We all know that we only have a finite time, but um, but it was unexpected, and it was when it happened, it was fast. Like whatever, like whether he found out if he was ill or something, it happened faster than usual or faster than expected. Something happened, and there was no time to even acclimate to it. And even with his passing, it felt like you rushed through the services or tried to get things and tried to call people and get a luncheon. Like it was all haphazard, and he wants you to know it's okay. It's okay. It's okay that nothing was planned. It's okay that you all were unprepared, and there's no there's no judgment. There's no bad feelings. He wants you to know that he's okay. The most important thing is that he's okay. He's on the other side, and he is still watching over all of the family and sort of processing his passing. And he's saying that now that after all of that excitement of the services and the what to do and where to go and who to call, he's saying now that all that has quieted down, what's remaining is the grieving portion. And he wants you to know that it's okay to have these waves of grief. And he's saying that he's watching over you and the family during this difficult time.
Okay. The first card I get for him is the card Jean was talking about, expectation. There was, I'm getting that this was kind of unexpected. And yet at the same time, what he's saying is when I got there, it was unexpected. It wasn't what I expected it to be. It's amazing. So he's in this beautiful place and he's blown away by it. He's saying, once I got here, I'm more objective now than I was before because I had a certain belief of what I was going to see or what was going to happen. And it just completely was very different. He says, you be you. You keep being you. He loves you dearly. And he's got this lady has her arms up and she's sort of dancing. And, and I'm getting, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. And he says, much happiness to you, Peggy. And please know that I am happy too. I'm okay. And I know everybody down there misses me, but I'm okay. And I'll see you again. Don't worry. Yeah. Wow. That was awesome. That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you
sorry
so
for your loss, Peggy.
Oh, yes,
It's
Peggy.
yeah.
Yep. very much
I
so.
see him as he was a strong individual, and it's like there's like this disbelief, and I think that disbelief is something that first happens. What it's like
Mhm.
one of the first symptoms, but it sort of comes back around. Like he was so vital, he was so strong. It's like there's still this lingering of disbelief, and
Right. Yeah.
yeah. So he's just wants you
And
to. Mhm.
even when someone passes, even if you know they're going to pass, because sometimes you have that illness, it's still not an easy thing. So much love to you. Yeah. All right. While we're in that mode, let's look at Elena Garcia's mom and dad, Enriqueta and Ernesto, or her brother Hector. Okay.
Well, I think that they're all together. I feel like Hector came forward first and said, I have our parents," and he's
Mhm.
saying that he has them with him and taking care of them, and that was what you hoped and wished for, that they would be together. I do feel like your mom is coming through, and your dad is not really saying too much. He's your dad has this his eyes are welling up with a little bit of tears. I'm not sure if your dad was quite emotional, or really had like a soft heart, and he's showing me that he's supporting your mom and your brother, but
Oh,
your
I'm
dad is
sorry.
sort of.
Hector is not deceased. I'm sorry. Hector is still here. I apologize. She says Hector is still alive. So it could be somebody else that's there in the family. Okay.
I don't know. Your dad's just showing me his eyes were welling up. Um, I do see there is somebody who is stepping forward saying that they have your parents with them.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's an aunt or somebody. Um, they just want you to know that they're together. Your mom is stepping forward. Your dad wasn't saying much, is what I'm seeing. This is
Mhm.
just what I'm seeing. I do feel that I don't know if it's emotional or if it's dramatic. I do see them um saying, we're okay. Like there's some sort of a dramatic effect. Um I
That's
think.
her dad. Yeah. She says
Mhm.
that's her dad. Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I was picking up
Yeah.
from him.
Yeah.
Your mom wants you to know that she is she's telling me that you and her were very close, and she wants you to know that she is watching over you and is whispering in your ear, that they haven't gone far. Just because it may have been a while since they passed, um, they haven't gone very far, and your mom is still watching over you, your mom and dad, but your dad is sort of like stepping back. um, I mean, like sort of watching from afar, where your mom is more whispering in your ear. And if it's the message for your brother, she wants you to trust your instincts, your gut instincts. She's saying you have the intuition, you have the awareness. Whatever you say, mom would say, to
Yeah.
to to keep going, or whatever she's saying. You'll hear her in your own mind, like if as if she was still
Mhm.
alive, but this is her reminding you of what she would say. So trust yourself when you give your brother advice, that the information that you feel and that you say spontaneously is coming from your mom and your parents.
Yeah. I am so sorry to have to do that to you, Jean, but she had brought that in, and I wanted to make sure that you knew.
Oh,
So,
no, that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
No, I appreciate
Okay,
it.
okay.
Yep,
Um,
she said she does hear her. Good.
yeah, good. See, I got your parents are with their tribe, you know? So in other words, they're with anybody else that's passed, their own parents, or they're like, we stick together up here. We have a great time. And then I get look at this lady. She's got binoculars. It's like we have a good time watching all of you down there. It's so much fun, and we keep in touch with what's going on. Um, then I pulled this other card, and I thought this is Arcana is like something hidden, something that means something else. And I pulled this, and I thought maybe this is your aunt. But then I got, no, they're enjoying the entertainment. In
Oh,
other words, they're saying, you're talking about us on TV. And so they're
wow.
kind of like, and I get this sometimes. It's really funny. It's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe this. This is amazing, And so that's what I get from them. But oh, you're welcome, Elena. I'm glad Jean was able to tap into them for you. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Let's go to Emmy J. She would love to have a message from the Galactic family, please. Saruba Gupta, I do have you on the list, okay? Thank you.
So, Mary Ellen, they want you to know that you are in contact with them when you sleep at night. Not every night, but there are certain nights that you do your consciousness. You let your consciousness travels and reunites with them. There is almost like a mission or orders or um, a purpose or a reason for your incarnation here, and they're saying that you've actually completed. They're saying that you've achieved this and that you just need to hold the space. I'm not sure if you do crystalline grids or ley lines. They're saying there's some sort of an energetic grounding that you do, and this is all that they ask of you, and they want you to know that you are still in connection with them in it's almost like a telepathic, but your consciousness travels. You don't do this every night, but you do it. You do go occasionally. Um, they're always watching over you, and it's almost like they have like a little, what that iPhone tracker is, or that whatever that tracker is, that little thing. And they say they have a not a tracker on you, but they have an eye on you. They can see your light, and that connection, just like our connection with our loved ones, will never separate. They always are in contact with you, Mary Ellen.
Yeah.
So
I get the same thing, Mary Ellen. I'm wondering if you were from a water planet. One that I'm from, Mintaka, is a water planet, because I get the water element. It says you are very connected to the water element, but also that you have clairvoyance, and that they are and have communicated with you and will continue to do so. What they want you to know is, when you are worried about something, they send you strength. So call on them. They say, we've been walking this journey together for a very long time, and we are part of your ascension, your learning, and no need to worry about anything. In other words, we got your back. So there you go, girl. Thank you so much, Emmy J. All right. So Wiki just gave her dog a bath, and he got her back by going in and tearing up the Kleenex box. I thought
all
that was
right.
funny. Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh. Okay, Saruba, you're next, and you want to know what Preeti's feelings are toward you. All right.
Well, I'm not able to go into Preeti's energy and without his permission. So what I can do, Saraba,
Saraba? Yeah.
Sarab. I'll just tune into your energy. It's I do feel your dilemma because I see you in a good place, but unable to make a move because you don't have the information. And what they want you to do, what your spirit guides are recommending that you do, is move forward based on your own feelings and your own wishes. That it may not be very long that you have autonomy to make your own decisions. Not that you couldn't, but you know, when we get married, we have to compromise and always think of the other person. So they want you to take this time and act on your own behalf with your own wishes and move forward, and not to wait around for anybody. And that this person who obviously has your heart and your eyes, you know, your eyes are on and your heart is with them, and this person is very, very precious to you. I do feel that. But they want you to know that it's important that you make these few decisions moving forward on your own before anything should occur moving forward. If you know anything would develop in any other way, you still need to work on your own self decision making in order to play out and enhance your energy, express your independence, express your autonomy. And then it's almost like you can't, if you're holding and waiting for something or someone, nothing's going to happen. If you start making your own decisions based on your own needs and desires, then something else will happen. What that will be is not known, but they don't want you to stop and just wait and hold. They want you to move forward because these things need to happen before anything else. And the longer that you wait and the longer you're in anticipation, the longer it's going to be until you find out. So that as soon as you do make a decision and make a move towards something, let's say you want to move and you want to move out of the town. Well, if you move out of the town, will Priti ever find you? It something will happen, whether he does or he doesn't. You'll know when you make that decision. So I hope that makes sense.
All right. He says, that's right. I can't move forward because of lack of information. So what I do get here is that you would like to have an intimate conversation with Preeti. And maybe you should say, how do you feel about me, Preeti? You know, you have to be able to do that. It seems as though either you or she is holding back and controlling your emotions. And since I can't go into her, then I have to go into you. There's something in your past that is holding emotions. But look what I got. I got that you're very focused on love, and you're very interested in your heart's calling you to her. So, you know, the best way to handle this is to say, can we talk? I'd like to know how you feel. I'd like to have a conversation. And I think that will help you out, and you'll be able to move forward either way. So thank you so much. All right. So yes, I got your question, Nor, but I'm doing questions here randomly first, and we'll be with you in a little while. So Amanda's finances have been none since June. She won't start back till September. That's been a nightmare. I know it's a lesson. Now what? All right. What do I get for you, Amanda? I get finances, making money moves, career focused, managing finances. This summer is a nightmare for me because I'm the only breadwinner. And although I do get Social Security, thank goodness, it's been rough trying to, manipulate and pay this and pay that. The only thing that's saving me, and I do not recommend this to anybody really, but is a credit card. And I'm going to be getting a lot of money, I hope, by September, and I'll be able to pay it. But I don't tell people to do that if they know they can't do that. So yes, it's very difficult. I wonder if you could just maybe do something like DoorDash or something like that you're not committed to, but brings in some money. I know it's not big money. It is not big money, but it will help with some of the day-to-day expenses that you have. It says to take a step-by-step approach in order for you to find where you need to be. Because yes, you've had a lot of obstacles. Absolutely. The lesson, I guess, in this case, it could be that you need to have, and it's hard to do if you're only living paycheck to paycheck. It's hard to live that way. But if you can squirrel away money, if you know that there's a time that you don't have work, or even check into unemployment, I don't know, might be something you could do.
Yeah. So what I'm going to say is probably something that sounds counterintuitive, but what I heard is they recommend that you volunteer and that you help somebody in need. If you have the time off and there is somebody who is in need, who needs a trip, a ride to the church or a ride to the hairdresser or wherever if you have the means to help somebody else and to be there for somebody else or drive them to a doctor appointment or, watch somebody's kids while they go and take care of something, be resourceful and say, can I walk your dogs while you go to work? Is there something I can help you with? Be of service and be a volunteer. And you don't do it because of this, but the response and the blessings that will come back to you are tenfold. People are going to be booking you for next year this time. It's really,
Yeah.
if you think about being of service and not thinking about it just making the most of the time that you have and asking people or just going to an old folks home and say, is there something I can help? Can I help feed patients or people? Can I help, do something for somebody somewhere? There's a, volunteer at the library, and you never know what that will bring, who you'll
That's very
meet,
true.
and how that'll come back to you.
That's very true. You might even end up with a paying job. Somebody, oh, geez, could you work a few hours a week? Whatever. Yeah, you could. That's beautiful advice. Thank you, Jean's Guides. Channeling through Jean. All right. Our next person is Dolores. She says, since her brain aneurysm, I'm getting increasingly sensitive. Does Spirit have any advice to help me from being overwhelmed? I ground, but still very hypersensitive. Sure, Dolores.
I feel like there's some sort of a vibration to help soothe you, Dolores. I'm not sure if there's, how you have like a massage pillow that has that little bit of a vibration to help. There's something that is soothing. It's some sort of a frequency or vibration, and perhaps even a sound bath or, listening to what are those frequencies called? I can't think of the frequencies, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
maybe with guided meditations or
Mm-hmm.
with the frequencies like these
Mm-hmm.
things?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
The healing
So,
frequencies.
healing frequencies, tuning forks, and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. Yeah.
Yep. It'll help to soothe that nerve, that frayed feeling of the sensitivity, and it's almost like you feel exposed, or you feel like your nerves are frayed and they're hypersensitive. But some sort of a vibration, some sort of a frequency or a vibration around you. And it could be sound, it could be, even like one of those white noise machines or something. But there is something that is just the same way you would soothe a baby. That's what they want you to know.
Uh,
Try and think of the ways that you would soothe a baby. You know how you would just pat a baby and
mhm,
soothe them, and it's almost like it helps you to relax, so that all your nerves won't be at like that heightened state. They'll be more
mhm,
relaxed, and it'll soothe you.
mhm.
Also, I'm hearing cranial sacral therapy.
Uh,
Cranial sacral therapy.
mhm. Beautiful. So yes, chants, binaural beats, or
That's what it is.
that's
It's
what it is. We were
binaural
trying to
beats.
think. Binaural beats.
Wiki
Yeah.
Wiki
Yeah.
is my brain. I tell you, it's binaural.
Davy, as indicated on right at the bottom of the show, it says we'll try to get to you, but I'm answering questions first for people who haven't had questions for a while. Okay. Yeah, that would be wonderful. I'm getting here that your intuition knows which one will work for you the best. So if you listen to them, she says she's being guided to sing all of a sudden. Maybe
Mm.
that's using making up for this area, the crown, with the voice. So sing, let it go. Absolutely. Your intuition is very strong. They say that you are so courageous for living with this. Of course, you had no choice, but they see your courage every single day. You work with it every single day, and they just love you. They're saying just take the first step in some of this sound healing, perhaps listening to the beats or listening to other things that you can find them all on YouTube. You honestly can. So there you go. There you go. Thank you. Or hum. There you go. Ah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Toning. Mhm.
yeah. Rachel, I'm sorry we got a full line of people, and I'm not even going to be able to read all of them. So uh, I'll be on with Scott Scorpio Moon on Scorpio Sun on his channel at noon. So if you come in there, we can probably read for you there, and that's noon Pacific time. Okay. So Denise Fletcher has her grandson moving in with her, and she's wondering, will she be able to guide him in the direction he is? His first name is Baylen, Baylen, and he's 26.
I think the only
Covenant.
thing we can do is love them,
Yeah.
uh, and be that soft place for them to fall.
Mm-hmm.
We can give them eh, stories about what we did when we were in a predicament, or something that you read somewhere. But if you start telling him what to do, or what he can and can't do, it's going to go in one ear and out the other. It's really, they don't. There's no not that there's no value, but they're not open to hearing that. But if you say that your friend's daughter or your friend's son was driving really fast and got a speeding ticket or something, whatever it is, you don't have to tell them not to drive fast. You don't have to say, do you ever
Yeah.
drive fast? You only say, I just heard that my friend did this. And talk about a friend, talk about something you read, talk about something you did, and let them. He's an intelligent individual. Whether he says it or not, he's going to hear these things, and they're going to play back when it's time for him to make decisions. But
Yeah.
being there and being a source of support to him, as well as boundaries, like curfew and things like this is really important, and, set those expectations. But yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
all the best to
Wonderful.
you, Denise.
I want to shout out, hi, Sally. Hi, Carl. Hi, Liz. It's great to have you here. All right, Denise, you know what we talked about the other day. And so I'm going to say you need to have rules. And for instance, if you were going somewhere, you would say, I'm going to be gone to work for 3 hours. I have my cell phone on, just so you know. And it isn't that you have to check up on people, but it's people living together, being considerate for each other is the important thing. I'm getting expect the unexpected. I'm not necessarily thinking that's bad. I'm thinking that might be something that, and he's going to go through some kind of a transformation. And I feel like he's going to be saying later on, when I lived with my grandmother, blah, 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 and, but you are being called on to persevere. And I think because you're opening your home to him, there'll be some things that will have to be discussed, but you have to be able to discuss them. You can't live with someone if you can't communicate with them. So I'm going to send lots of good juju your way in hopes that both of you have a wonderful relationship with each other, that you both grow and heal. So thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. Yeah, he is hard-headed. Yep. Well, I think you can be more hard-headed than he can. So how about that? All right, Valerie. A message, I guess, from Spirit for Valerie S. Next, we will have Mr. Beanie, and I should be able to get maybe one more in. So let's see.
So, Valerie, I'm getting that they want you to work on organizing the space around you. I feel as though you are, there's things around you that you are not either aware of or paying attention to, or that that they are useful to you. And they want you to organize the area in which you frequent. And so, like the bedroom or the living room or wherever you are the most, and go through some things and take some unused things or unwanted things out of the house. I feel as though they are weighing on your energy, and it's important for you to keep your energy light right now. And I don't know if you I don't.
She's
Oh,
moving, so she's cleaning this week. You didn't know
that's
that. I knew she was moving, but you didn't know that.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Wow. Well, that's
That's
what
it.
you're doing. That's what they want you to keep doing what you're doing. But I think that
Yeah.
you're seeing a lot of things that you're like, oh, I really don't need this. Oh, I can't believe this has been here for this long. It's like you're being aware of the weight that it was causing on you, or the density or the heavy energy.
She has left her family. She worked with her family, and she left the job, and she's leaving where she lives, and she's moving to a beautiful new place. And so everything is open to you right now, and igniting your passion, Valerie. It's almost as though everything, and you can feel it when you're cleaning up and moving, everything is shifting. You're getting to decide what's important and what's not important. And this will help ignite your passion and let you know what your next steps and where you're going will bring. And it says, however, when you get there, you take a pause, relax. You never take any time off. Now you need to do this because you went from work to packing to moving. When you get there, you've got to pause just for a very short time at least and collect yourself. And it says, clear your energy. And that's exactly what you're doing. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You're getting the apartment. The answer is coming on Monday. Fingers crossed if it's for best possible outcome. There you go. Thank you. All right. So, Mr. Beanie, I've never seen Mr. Beanie before. So, I don't know. Is he one of your members or one of your subscribers? Have you seen him? No.
I have not. Nice to meet
Okay.
you, Mr. Beanie.
Yeah. Give you a message from Spirit.
So I'm just feeling a little bit of fear, and what they want you to know is that everything's going to be okay. I'm feeling that you are uncertain, and they want you to work on being comfortable with the uncertainty, because when there is uncertainty, that is when our spirit guides and angels can come in and assist us and drop in these miracles and synchronicities for us. When everything is known and planned, there's not any room for the spirit guides to come in and assist us. So the uncertainty is where the manifestation is possible. And make sure that you ask your spirit guides and angels, say, I would love, I am open to the guidance and the direction from my spirit guides and angels. I welcome them to come in and assist me on my spiritual journey on this in this incarnation. And make sure you do specifically say out loud that you allow them the room and the permission to come in and to assist you. But when you get that urge, when you get that thought of inspiration, say thank you and write it down if you can't act on it right away. But make sure you do acknowledge it, and they'll start coming in, and you'll say, I'm not sure what that message was, or can you, I would like to be guided, and what is that? And make it clear to me that I'm being guided, or make it clear to me what it is. What is the best next step for me to make? And that's all we need to know is our next best step. And it's important not to try and figure out your whole entire life plan in one afternoon. Where did Mr. Beanie go?
Mr. Beanie's, I just took it down. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right.
hopefully
Just make sure everything was okay.
Yeah. So I'm feeling like you feel like you've been sort of handcuffed, not being able to move ahead, or that you're kind of powerless, or you don't have the freedom that you've needed to have. And so this shows up though in the past, that maybe this is gone now, because it's the Leo season, the lion. You're the lion. You're bringing in a personal power, strength, and courage to move forward and do something that you want to do with your life, in whatever avenue that is. Interesting is that this says you don't have any freedom. This says you're getting stronger, and this says you have all the freedom in the world. And I love the disco ball, because what it really means is fun times are ahead. You can explore what freedom that you feel you now have. And that can be with whatever it is you're interested in. If you like to dance, let your hair down. If you like to travel, if you like to play tennis, or whatever it is that you're interested in, and it's available for you, and you just have to seize upon it. You don't feel certain about finances. Okay. Well, it looks like if I took that by finances, then you felt handcuffed, but things are getting a little bit better and things will free up for you. That's what I got. So thank you so much. Good luck to you, Mr. Beanie.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for asking your question.
So we really only have time for one more. I do want to say that most of the time we will take the questions or either psychically or mediumship first. And that's what we did here, and the new people that have come in. And I do know that I've read recently for you, Davy, and we did do a reading on a love, but this isn't really what the show is about. So I'm just going to say, come on over to Scott's channel Scott Scorpio Moon. If you look at my community page, you'll see the link. I'll be there in about an hour. So, Diamond, things getting easier for you. It's really been a hard summer. Everybody's been mentioning that with finances, with jobs, with having to move. A lot of us are being relocated. Let's take a look for you. Oh, wow.
So I do see, Diamond, that you are dealing with a lot, and I feel as though it's important for you to rely on just the basics and practice balancing your chakras and focus on the floor beneath you, the walls around you, and practice gratitude in the mirror each morning, and focus on the things that are going right, that are in your control. It is there are things that are outside of your control that are happening, and that you are facing right now. And it does seem like it may be, like, let's say there's, I mean, I don't know this, but let's just say there's a family member that needs your help, and that you're taking care of this family member, and then a child has a emergency, and then at work there's it's like, it feels like it's like coming from all directions, and you're only one person, and you don't know when this is going to let up. So I just want you to take one day at a time, work on your own surroundings, your own well-being, and your own gratitude sort of mantras or affirmations in the morning, and work on controlling or managing your own energy, so that you can stay in a sort of balanced state while you're walking through all of this other exterior type of emergency situations, or dire situations, because you can't control what's going on around you. These things are just happening, but they're not happening to you. So they're happening around you, and they're happening to other people, and it's important for you to maintain your energy and your balance and your well-being. And this is why I'm making those suggestions.
Yeah.
That's the best we can do. I
All
do
right.
see it lightening up maybe early next year, maybe the first quarter of next year. So,
Oh, well, that's good. I have the Ace of Cups. I have here that to focus on overflowing love, the love you have between your family, the love you have with your guides, with the spirits. It's saying that many, many times, in order to be happy, we just have to choose it, and then we bring it in. That's hard to do when we're going through hard times, but I want to tell you that it is possible for you. I have the Eight of Swords, and it says, release any limiting beliefs that you might have. And so instead of telling yourself that things are really difficult, tell yourself that you're given these things because they're easy for you to solve. And I know that's sort of tricking yourself, but it's a way of affirming that, not that you want more, don't ask for more, but say, I am, my vibration is strong enough to get through my current situations, something like that.
yeah.
It says here, conquer your self-doubt, because you have not only the mental strength, but you also have the spiritual strength. And yeah. And the last card I got is the Sun. They want you to count the blessings you do have and be optimistic, because I think Jean's right that hopefully by the first quarter of next year, things will be better. And I hope for all of us, actually, in the collective, but for you in particular. So thank you, Diamond. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, hi, Jen Bowles, Mousy. You guys, thanks for coming in at the end. And thank you to the new people that came in. Cactus Smithy, I'm so glad you were here. And we just had a really great show. I want you to go over, if you would, and like and subscribe to SunPsychicJean's channel as well. She has a lot of wonderful content. She also has a lot of guides and angel shows and readings with other psychics. And Jean's with I can't say it. I feel like Joe. Jean's been with me for a while. We have worked together and we just adore each other. So much love. And we'll see you again soon when Jean comes back. I'll be here next week. Take care, everybody. Make it a beautiful day. Much love.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Aley.
Thank you, Jean.